Hi everybody, can you hear me? Can you see me? Yes, I'm just looking at you in the chat section. And I'll just hear my voice, so I also know if everything is alright. Hi Sanjay Kumar, hello. Hi Krish, can you hear me? Oh wow. Yes, thank you so much, Krish. Yes, Krish. Okay, hi everybody. I am Bhavana Bisht. This is me live. That's my photo that you see up on the screen, and my code is BBLIVU10, so you can use it whenever you want to subscribe. And the most important thing on the screen is basically my name. Yeah, because the correct spelling is quite difficult to get. Okay, so what are we going to do today? So we are going to continue with the chapter Control and Coordination. We have already taken one session on this same on YouTube. Okay, so this is the second session, continuation with this part of Control and Coordination and plants. Yes, so we'll be only talking about plants today. Hi Medha, hello, how are you? Yes, so today we'll be talking about types of plants movement and some of the plant hormones that we have in syllabus. Okay. And we will have a Menti quiz on the same topic on 29th, that is on Monday. Okay, so on Monday we will have a quiz on the same. So let's talk about control and coordination. As I have already discussed, when I talk about control, it is your ability to regulate your movements. Okay, for example, I'm moving my hands, I'm moving my legs, or I'm moving anything. So I'm able to control that, right? So I have that control. Why? Because we have a nervous system. Similarly, if I'm talking, similarly, I am doing the hand coordinations, right? Hand movements. So my hand movements are matching with whatever I'm talking, right? So how am I able to harmoniously do this together? Yes, so this is the beauty of coordination. Okay, and whatever I'm doing this by responding to something that is happening in the environment. For example, if you see a mosquito flying by, what are you going to do? You're going to just do attack, right? Your body, your mind is all everything is just trained down to think whenever you see a mosquito, you're supposed to kill it with your hands. And that is what you are trying to do. That is what automatically your coordination becomes with your brain and your hands, right? So that is what we can do. Yes, Medha, that is almost something like this. Then, but ma'am, do plants move? Like, what are you even talking about? Plants cannot move. What about control and coordination? That's a very long shot. But that is not the case. Yes. So what do we have? We have independent growth or dependent growth. When you take saplings, they are so small, right? But with time, they grow. Yes, so they are growing. Growing is also a movement. So my plants are capable of doing that. Similarly, they transmit electric or chemical signals, and sometimes they show quick movements and sometimes they show very slow movements. For example, in plants which are carnivorous in nature, you're going to see very quick movements, but plant growth, plant wrapping around a support, the tendrils, they all show what? They all show quite slow movement. Okay, so that is our introduction when we are talking about getting into this chapter. So let's move on. Yes, but ma'am, whatever we do, however we behave, what is it based upon basically? So whatever we do, whatever we behave, it's all based upon whatever we receive, whatever we perceive in our environment, right? So for example, if you somebody over here is like talking, right? I'm going to respond, I'm going to smile, I'm going to ask how are you, right? And if there is nobody, am I going to ask that to somebody? Am I going to ask that to somebody? No. Why? Because I'm responding it to you. Yes. So that is responding. Similarly, whatever movement happens, it is all responding to something that is happening in this external surrounding, and that is called as external stimulus. Okay. Similarly, how is this information happening? So this information is communicated cell to cell. Now, how do cells communicate inside a plant? Okay, so that is generally happening with water movements. Have you heard about osmosis? Have we heard about osmosis? Yes. So when I talk about osmosis, when we take in water, the cell just swells up, right? And when the water leaves the shell is going to shrink. Yes. And these swelling and shrinking, depending upon the movement of water, yes, is how the cells generally communicate. You have studied osmosis in 9th standard. Yes. So movement in plant is as a response. They are not just dancing, right? They are doing whatever they are doing. It is in response to something that they are facing in the environment. Okay. So now, for example, if I like YouTube, okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to schedule more sessions on YouTube. Hi, NK lover, hello, right? So it'll be like, ma'am likes YouTube, I see more of ma'am on YouTube. Or if I like the Unacademy app, I'll be there more, right? Yes. So I am showing affinity. I'm showing that I like YouTube and I am there more. Yes. So now what happens? Oh, sorry for the background noise, but the dhool wala aata hai na, the one who kills all the mosquito from the government, that is here, and I can't even tell him to go, right? It's not under my control, so I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'll not teach till he goes. Let's do that. That's too much noise. Nahin, we don't have mosquitoes here. Please go away. Okay, so whenever I talk about affinity, yes, so whenever I talk about talking about, I'm showing interest towards somebody, right? Similarly, if you plant a tree, you would see that it is focusing mainly towards the direction of the sun, right? You plant a plant inside your home, but you will still see the direction of the stem is always facing towards the sun, right? So why is that so? It is because it is showing affinity towards the sun, right? So, and whenever a plant grows towards a particular direction, that is called as tropism. What is this called as? What is this called as? That is called as tropism. So the type of tropisms, the type of movement of plants that we are going to study today are phototropism, hydrotropism, geotropism, chemotropism, and thigmotropism. Okay, so we'll go through all of this one by one. Okay, the very first that we are going to talk about is phototropism. What is the meaning of photo? So photo comes from the word photon. Photo comes from the word photon. And what does photon mean? The light is made up of particles that is called as light. So whenever I see the plant moving towards light, yes, so that is called as phototropism. Yes. Hi Tanisha, on the Unacademy app I take sessions at 7 p.m. Okay, Monday to Friday, but today also we have a session at 7 p.m. okay, on the Unacademy app, absolutely for free. Okay, so you can see over here we have the light, and similarly you can see the plant which is growing towards it. Yes, as soon as I change the position of the light to here, you can see the plant has bent to that side. Yes, and why does that happen? Why? Because the plant is moving towards light, so it is showing tropism towards light, and that is called as phototropism. Okay, this GIF on the screen also tells you how it is happening. On YouTube, I take sessions on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, if I'm not wrong, or Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays at 6:15 p.m. But in the next month, the schedule might be updated, so I will update you accordingly. Okay, you can join the Telegram channel in the description box below, and you will get the timetable over there. Hi Rashika Reddy, hello. So you can see all these saplings over here. As soon as you turn on this light, all of them are going towards it. Yes, and as soon as we on the bigger light, they all move away from it because they detect a different light source, right? So that is what is phototropism. Hi Radha, hello. And the next we have is hydrotropism, right? Now we all know that plants take in water, right? Why do they take in water? Because they require water, plus they also require the minerals that are dissolved in water. Yes. So now when I talk about hydro, what is hydro? Hydro is nothing but water. What is tropism? The movement towards water by the plant is called as hydrotropism. But does the entire plant move towards water? The water is like, wait, I'm coming, senorita. No, right? That does not happen. So what exactly happens, ma'am? We already know that the water by the plant is taken by the roots. Yes. So what happens? So whenever the root detects the water, yes, and it starts moving towards it. Yes, so you can see over here there is no water source, so the root is like, yaar mujhe aur niche jana padega pani dhundne ke liye. But as soon as you place a water source, you can see the roots have detected it and they are moving towards it. Yes, so that is called as hydrotropism. Yes. Oh, hi Priyansh Mishra, hello. Hi NK lover, hi Radha, how are you guys doing? Hi Tanisha. So over here, can you see that we have the roots? The roots are moving towards the source of the water. Yes, and this is called as hydrotropism. Okay. Next, we have geotropism. So do we study geography? Do we all study geography? Yes, and we have studied geography at some point in our life, right? Yes, ma'am, absolutely. So, what? So, when I talk about geotropism, so geo means what? Geo means earth. Geo means the land. Geo means the lithosphere that we are talking about. So, now, have you ever seen any plant? Have you seen ever any plant where this is your soil, okay? This is your soil, and these are your roots. Yes. And these are your leaves. So have you ever seen any plant growing upside down? No, man, that is impossible. And why is that so impossible? Not only because हमने देखा है कि भैया जी ऐसा होता नहीं है, but also because why? Why? Because the roots are attracted to go towards the ground. They are attracted to the gravity, and that is called as geotropism and gravitropism, and they is shown by the roots. Okay, and the shoots, are the shoots growing towards the ground? Are the shoots growing towards the ground? No, the shoots are not going towards the ground. So can I say they are moving away from the ground? Yes, over here is the ground and the shoots are moving in the opposite direction. They are moving away from the ground, right? So they are moving in the opposite direction. So can I say that the shoots are negatively geotropic? The shoots are negatively geotropic. What do you mean by that? Are they going towards the ground? No. So they are moving in the opposite direction. So if this direction is taken as positive, so the opposite direction will be taken as negative, right? So that is called as geotropic or they are showing negative geotropism. Okay, in the same place the roots are moving towards the ground, so that is called as positive geotropism or positively geotropic. Okay, so these are the terms that we use. Similarly, if you talk about hydrotropism, is the shoot going towards water? The shoot is again going away from the water only, right? The roots are going towards the water. So if this is the positive direction, so this will become the negative direction because it is opposite to it. So similarly, our shoots, what? Shoots are negatively hydrotropic. Okay, and roots are what? Roots are moving towards the water, so they are positively hydrotropic. Okay, shoots means the aerial part. What is the meaning of shoots, everybody? Shoot means the aerial part of the plant, the leaves, the stem, the branches. That is what shoots are. And ये जो नीचे वाला part है ना plant का, these are called as the roots. Okay. So roots are positively geotropic and the shoots are negatively geotropic. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please let me know. And even if somebody is watching this session on recording and if you find any doubts, please let me know. You can just put it in the comment section and I'll reply. Okay. And the next we move on to chemotropism. Okay, what is the meaning of chemotropism? Now over here, somebody is moving towards somebody due to the presence of chemicals. Okay, and the best example over here is reproduction in plants. Okay, so we all know plants reproduce sexually by pollen grains and ovule. Yes, ma'am. So pollen grains come on the stigma, right? The pollen grains come on the stigma, and inside the pollen grains we have the male gametes. But how does the pollen know where to make the pollen tube go? Where is the ovary? Where is the ovule? How does the pollen grain know, right? So as soon as the pollen grain is deposited on the stigma, the ovule gets to know about it. Yes, and then the ovule starts sending chemical signals. Then the ovule starts sending chemical signals to the pollen grain. Yes, कि भैया जी मैं इधर हूँ, इधर आइए, and the fertilization will happen, right? So when the chemical signals are going, so the pollen detects the chemical signal, it elongates the pollen tube in such a manner that it enters the ovule. Okay, yes, so can you see over here? This is when the pollen landed. The ovule got to know about it. It was like, oh, bhaiya ji, idhar, come here, right? Yes. So then it starts sending signal. Then you can see that the pollen tube is developing. Yes, it is coming down. And finally, the pollen tube has reached the ovule. When the pollen tubes reach, the male gametes are also coming behind it only. And as a result, fertilization happens. Okay. Yes. Clear, everybody? Do we understand chemotropism? Yes, okay. And the next is thigmotropism. Yes, the plant one, the image of the plant, I guess everybody of us have seen that and experienced that. Yes. Whenever you touch Mimosa pudica, a plant, it just, the leaves just close, right? So they are responding to your touch, right? Hi Aishwarya, we are going to do the Menti on the same topic on Monday at 6:15 p.m. Okay, yes. So the first image that you see where the person is touching the leaf and the leaves are getting closed, that is an example of thigmotropism. What do you mean by thigmotropism? So basically thigmotropism means that it is responding to the touch. It is responding to the touch. Okay, so as you can see, somebody touches it and the leaves just close. The next, where you see the frog and the housefly, that is the pitcher plant. Yes, the pitcher plant is a carnivorous plant, again, which responds to the touch. If anybody comes near it, it just closes itself, and that is another example of Chemotropism. The one below that, where you see the frog getting trapped. Yes, so the frog has gotten trapped inside a plant that is called as Venus flytrap. Okay, that is again another carnivorous plant. So over there also they respond to touch. Yes. So hi Atharva, hello, how are you? Yes, so these are all examples of Chemotropism. The one mentioned in your textbook is of Mimosa pudica, the picture that you see on the screen. Yes. Oh, so your name is Atharva Dogecoin. Nice. So all of these things that we saw just right now, so plants do not do this with the help of nerves or muscles. No, they do not have all of this. So how are they able to communicate? How are they able to move towards that? Yes. So for that, they don't have electrical impulses, but they have chemical compounds. Okay. And how do they work? So whenever, like for example, if you're touching, that cell is going to get stimulated, and then there is going to be some water play going over there, and then the compounds are going to diffuse from one cell to the another, and that is how it is going to go from one cell to the other and the entire plant. Okay, so can I say that this happens to diffusion? Yes, the chemicals all diffuse to the process of diffusion. Okay, so cells recognize the information and they transmit. So some of the plant hormones that we have are auxin. So what do auxin do? Auxin are the ones which help the plants to bend towards light. Okay, so auxin is a hormone that we find in plants which helps the plant to move towards light. Then we have gibberellins that promote the growth of the stem. Okay, so what this does, it just does cell elongation. What does it do? It does cell elongation. For example, if you're like, mujhe na height badhani hai, I want a big height, so if somebody catches you from two sides and just stretches you, yes, so that is elongation, right? So it is just elongation, stretching. There is no cell growth, there is no growth in such. Yes, but when I talk about cytokinins, there also we see growth. But over here, when we see growth, it is happening by rapid cell division. It is not happening because of elongation of a cell, but it is happening because lot of cells are dividing. Okay, so in gibberellins, it is due to cell elongation. Cytokinins, the growth is there due to rapid cell division. Okay. Then we have abscisic acid. So auxin, gibberellins, cytokinins, all of these are what? These are all growth hormones. So basically, they are all promoting growth. They are bhai ki yaad badh ja. Yes, but when we talk about abscisic acid is an inhibiting hormone. It is what? It is a growth inhibiting hormone. Yes. Why? Because it does not promote growth. It promotes the opposite of it. For example, you see the leaves wilting and then falling down the tree, the branches falling down the tree, the fruits falling down the tree. All of this is because of abscisic acid. It is like, yaar, bas ho gaya. Tere din na bhi khatam ho gaye. theek hai? So abscisic acid is secreted and then it stops the growth over there and it results in wilting or falling down. Okay, so it is a growth inhibiting plant hormone. And then we move on to ethylene. Everybody, it was mango season currently, right? So we all saw that there was mangoes which are green in color, and if you do not use them for a while, automatically they are going to become what? Yellow dirty fellow. And how do they ripe, ma'am? Because they secrete a gas, ethylene, and ethylene is a gaseous hormone that helps in aging and ripening of fruits. Okay, so these are all the plant hormones that we have to study in this chapter: auxin, gibberellins, cytokinins, abscisic acid, and ethylene. Okay, so if you have any doubts till here, please let me know. Otherwise, we can end the session here, and you can join me on the Unacademy app. That is happening at 7 p.m. where we have a poll session on acid, bases, and salts. Karthik Singh, we have a Menti on Monday, 6:15 p.m. We do not have a Menti today. The Menti is going to happen on the same topic. that we are doing right now, that is chemical coordination in plants. Okay, yes. So if you enjoy this session and if you want to enjoy amazing sessions like these, you can find me on Unacademy app, and on Unacademy app you can also find me on Unacademy Plus, and where if you think about joining the Unacademy Plus clan, so you can use the code PBLIVE10. Yes. So when I talk about Plus, ma'am, what is Unacademy Plus? What is it all about? So it's very simple. In Plus, you get India's best educators, and you are the one who gets to decide from whom do you want to learn from? Who do you understand better, right? Like for example, in schools, you generally have 1 or 2 science teachers, and you have to learn from them no matter what. You have no choice. But here, you are the one who to decide who you want to learn from. You have interactive live sessions. It's not going to be like, ha ha ha, ma'am, bolo bolo bolo, and I'm going to sleep over here. It is not how it is going to happen. You are going to be interactively involved in the sessions, and you have live test quizzes, structured courses, and PDF of the session. So you don't have to run for notes. Basically, you have them with you. Okay, so if these are your criteria, this is what you want, you can go for Plus. But we have Iconic also. So in Iconic, we have all the features of Plus. Plus, we have a personal mentor. Who is a personal mentor? Personal mentor is a person who guides you throughout the academic year to achieve whatever target you have set for yourself, right? Your doubts are solved within 24 to 48 hours on a private Discord network. And also, however you perform, how you're performing, your parents are contacted every week and they are told about your progress. And depending upon your progress, you have your own customized, specialized design especially for you study planner. So it just makes you the best out there. Yes, so these are the subscription plans. So you can just go for 12 months. Why? Because it covers your entire academic year for Plus, and this is for Iconic for 10th, 11th and 12th. Yes, this is for 9th, 10th and 11th, 12th. So if you have any brothers and sisters, you can look at this. Again, this is not the final amount. You get 10% discount if you use the code BBLIV10, and if you're on the app, you also get some discount through using your credit coins. Okay. Hi Krish Patel, Menti is going to happen. But it is not going to happen today. It is going to happen on 28th, 6:15 p.m. Okay. And as usual, should we not forget Unacademy Combat, because Unacademy Combat is happening this Sunday on 27th, 11 a.m. It is happening both in English and Hindi. Yes. Again, so when you're filling the combat form, do not forget to use the code BBLIVE10. And what is combat? Combat is a scholarship test. Yes, you get a chance to win scholarships worth up to 1 crore rupees. The test is happening both in Hindi and English, so no language barrier for you there. It is will happen for 45 minutes. You'll have 30 questions, and you can attend this from an Android phone as well. Yes. So the link is in the description box below. Do not forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up, share with your friends if you like it, and also enroll to Unacademy Combat. Okay. And if you're still wondering, ki ma'am, how will I join Plus now? The batches might have already begun. What will I get? Will I get the entire portion? Yes, you will get everything. Okay. So for example, this Monday we are starting with doubt clearing batch. Yes, so maths and science. So all of your doubts are going to get resolved. Done. So recently we had started a batch on 21st of June targeting your grammar of English, Hindi and French, and also SST. So what else do we require? Yes, also on the app we have free test series going on, so you just have to go and enroll to the free test series. And we also have plus test series going on Unacademy Plus for science and maths both. Go and enroll yourself. And when it comes to payment, I understand the price might become a little high for anybody out there, right? So you can use the code, put the code over here, BBLIVE10, and you will get 10% discount. You will have your own credits, and the credits give you up to 10% discount. The credits give you up to 10% discount, and then you will have your total fee after the discount. Okay. And you can pay this fees either by pay in parts or by EMI. Okay, so pay in parts available for more than 12 months subscription, and EMI you can go for zero cost EMI. Yes, that means no extra interest is levied upon you, and you can, if you want to know more about it, if your parents want to know more about it, they can directly talk to the Unacademy expert and they will guide you. Okay. And coming, if you are not part of the Unacademy app yet, so please go and download the Unacademy app, because today on 26th of June, the time is at 7 p.m. That is exactly in 15 minutes. We have a poll on acid, bases and salts. Okay. On Monday, we have a poll on our environment, and on 29th, that is Tuesday, we have polls on life processes excretion, and on 30th we are going to practice balancing equations through polls. Okay, everything is going to happen at 7 p.m. These are the dates, so do not miss them out. Okay. Yes. So it is happening on the app. So if you don't have the app, go and download the app right now. Yes. So if you're subscribing to Unacademy Plus or Iconic, don't forget to use the code BBLIVEU10. Okay. Download the Unacademy app and I'll see you at 7 p.m. Okay. So let's crack it. Also, guys, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did enjoy the session, do not forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up, like the video, it means, subscribe to the channel so every time amazing educators come online, you are notified, and also share this video. Yes. So I'll see you next time. Till then, please take care of yourself, and I'll see you at 7 p.m. Okay.